Versatile Mage. Chapter 504. Team up against the enemy. The Fire Calamity Fruit. Since the Fire Calamity Fruit had saved her life before, it meant that the Fire Calamity Fruit did have some revitalizing effect. It was possible to sustain her life if they were able to retrieve the Fire Calamity Fruit before she died. Zhao Yulan had brought the group, who was deep in sorrow and anger, back to reality. That's right, there was still the Fire Calamity Fruit. Since they knew who their real enemy was now, they still stood a chance if they were able to take down the demoness together. Zhao Yulan, do you really think I'm not prepared for this now that I'm willing to expose my true identity? Said the demoness in the attic with an eerie giggle. You bitch. Zhao Yulan was about to make his move when he suddenly felt like his body was being held by something enormous. Not only was he unable to move, his mind was under the pressure of some evil presence. Demon torture. Enjoy your time repenting. Try and think of how you should apologize to the mother and daughter in hell. The demoness laughed sinisterly once again. Zhao Yulan looked extremely terrified. He looked around him and saw an enormous ghastly figure standing behind him. The ghastly demon was standing tall and straight, pitch black like an evil spirit. It bent over and grabbed Zhao Yulan with its hands, closing tight. Zhao Yulan could not feel any pain from his body, yet he felt like his soul was being clenched tightly, making him scream in agony. I won't let you have your way either, yelled Shigua furiously, planning to take down the demoness himself. Old man, I have a treat for you too. The demoness was fully prepared. As Shigua and Zhao Yulan were busy handling the fiery sorceress, the demoness had already cast lots of curse spells on them. Shigua was the most difficult to deal with among them, thus it went without saying that the demoness had prepared a huge gift for him. Mind control. The demoness' eyes flickered as she controlled the magicians who had lost consciousness. The magicians were completely exhausted both mentally and physically, hence they had no resistance against the advanced psychic spell. The 8 magicians rose to their feet like zombies before pouncing at Shigua. These 8 magicians who were being controlled were fairly outstanding in terms of strength. Even though Shigua had half his foot into the super level, it was fairly troublesome for him to fight them all at once. You're forcing them to overdraft their energy to cast spells, damn you! Yelled Shigua. The magicians had spent all their energy on the demon's sealing ice formation. They were now expending their life forces as the demoness forced them to cast spells in their current state. Which is why you should be very careful when fighting against them. They will die easily if you hurt them, and even if you don't, they will still die of fatigue. The demoness figure rippled with her laughter. Most of the experts in the villa were either crippled or exhausted from the fight against the fiery sorceress. Zhao Yulan and Shigua, who were all that was left, were set up by the demoness and were in a pinch before they could make a move against her. The demoness' greatest threat was the fiery sorceress. Since Chen Yi had eliminated the fiery sorceress for her, she could easily handle the rest. The demoness never stopped laughing. She was very satisfied with how her plan worked out, as all her problems had been settled. The only thing left was to wait for the Fire Calamity Fruit to ripen and eat it in one bite. Speaking of which, the Fire Calamity Fruit should be ripening any time now. Jiang Feng was granted such overwhelming power after eating the Fire Calamity Fruit. Would she become an unstoppable demon after eating the Fire Calamity Fruit, too? Thunderbolt. Yaksha. The demoness was figuring how she would enjoy the Fire Calamity Fruit when a bolt of lightning flashed across the sky, forking into 5 arcs and lunging at her like a claw. The attic was shattered into pieces by the lightning strike. 5 scorched pits stood out on the building. If the demoness had not reacted in time and established a defense, she would have been disintegrated by the lightning too. The demoness jumped out from the attic that was now a pile of debris and landed on the ground. She glared at the person who had attacked her. Kid, you're tired of living. The demoness screamed, totally sounding like a ghost. The real threats were all eliminated. The demoness thought she could simply enjoy the outcome, yet a little intermediate magician dared to challenge her. She had never treated a minor character like him seriously. What do I have to say to a burned monster like you? Hurry up and die, so you can reincarnate as an animal with smoother skin. Fiery fist. Mo Fan's fists ignited as he threw punches at the demoness furiously. The demoness immediately dodged aside. When she turned around and realized that the kid was being serious, she burst into a disdainful laugh. I'm too lazy to kill you, yet you're stupid enough to come asking for your death. Wind disc. Sky snare. Before the demoness could finish, a gust of tornado appeared and swept across the flames. It loomed over the area where the demoness was standing and raised strong walls of wind. Unfortunately, before the walls were established, the demoness let out a piercing cry. A force originating from her soul struck where Zhang Xiaohe was standing, suppressing Zhang Xiaohu's mind forcibly, stopping him from controlling the wind. The strange wave of energy was not single targeting. It was able to spread to nearby targets like a chain of lightning. As a result, Zhao Manyan and Nanyu, who were both casting spells, were struck by the force, preventing them from being able to focus, let alone draw their star patterns. Spirit Wall. Xingxia's voice rose. Her soft hair drifted despite the absence of wind. Her eyes were closed while her arms were fully extended. An invisible spirit wall appeared in front of the group rapidly. The soul impact cast by the demoness was nullified when it collided with the spirit wall. Meanwhile, Zhang Xiaohe had regained control of his wind spell. The sky snare continued to contract. The drawings of star patterns of the others were no longer disturbed and were completing at a fast pace. Nice one, Xingxia, cried Zhang Xiaohe and Zhao Manyan simultaneously. Mo Fan turned around and saw the pale-faced Xingxia with her eyes open and a faint smile on her face. I'll handle the disturbance from her psychic element, said Xingxia. Nodded Mo Fan heavily. Without a certain degree of protection, it was impossible to cast any useful spell against a magician who had both the psychic and curse elements. She needs to focus on controlling the demon torture and the 8 advanced magicians. She won't be able to use her psychic element and curse element on us. We can defeat her if we work together, Xingxia told the group. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.